Hello, 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 hello. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to the What is Love podcast. Hey, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank y'all so much. This is the What is Love podcast. We will be talking about everything that has to do with relationships, the relationships we have with ourselves and the relationships we have with each other. Well, at least our intimate partners, the people we lay with. It's important that we talk about those things. So
Mm-hmm.
I asked two of my really good friends to come in and chime in and co-host this podcast with me. So we're gonna be talking. We're gonna get a little personal. We're gonna get to know each and everybody on this platform and get a little personal. First, I would like to bring up to the stage my really good friend, the one and only Shelly
Hey.
Shell.
Thank you, Liquid. What's up? What's up? It's your girl Shelly Shell in the building, creator and host of Let's Talk Radio and the community homie. Let's tap
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Tap, tap,
yeah.
tap
Let's
in.
tap it in. Awesome. Dope, dope, dope. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I
Yeah, of
appreciate it.
course. I'm excited to hear your perspective on
Mhm.
relationships, and love,
Yeah, yeah.
because we
I'm,
need it. You know what I mean?
I'm ready to give it.
Yeah, we do.
I'm ready.
Wonderful, wonderful. Up next, I would like to introduce the lyricist, the one and only Liquid is in the building.
What up? What up? What up? Happy to be here. What is love?
What
Hey,
is it? But what is it?
what up, DJ? That's my DJ.
Yes,
Hey.
it is. Yes, it is. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, DJ Liquid?
Absolutely. I am a DJ, music curator, artivist. I'm an Afrofuturist. I believe that Black people exist in the future. I believe in the Black film future. I am a champion of love. L is for love. All those good things. Yeah.
Hey.
Woo, woo. Welcome,
Woo.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you for
Okay.
joining us. First, I would like to kick it off by asking, yo, Shelly, what is love? What is
What?
love?
Just what is it?
What is it?
Just what is love?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to know.
I think it's something that I for real love is something that we all are trying to figure out. But when you go down to the basic, like the basic energy of love, it's just I think it's just I want to say it is the energy everywhere. It's the energy that moves everything. It's indescribable. It's like you just know, you know? Like love is like you just know. Like when you don't love something, you be like, nah, that's not it. But when you do love something, you don't even know you all over the place, that's love.
It don't have no definition.
Yeah, when you don't have no definition, you can't define it, you don't know why you doing this shit, that's love.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I want to know, like, what do you think? Who do you speak for? Like, because for me, I have questions. Like, I've been
Right,
in a lot of relationships, and
right.
I've been in, like, but I have a lot of questions after being in them. I have some answers, but, like, who do you represent? Who do you speak for? Are you someone that's looking for answers? Do you have answers? Can you share?
Well, I'm a retired fuckboy.
Ah,
Um, so
ah,
I speak for the evolved fuckboy. Um, the one who wants to be healthy, right? Who understands, who has now gained awareness, and now are looking for the same answer to these questions, so that they can stop doing the same toxic things over and over again. That's who I'm representing. All
okay.
retired fuckboys who want to who want to learn who want to
Listen,
learn how to be right.
that makes listen. I feel you. I feel you. Okay, okay. Let's move over to liquid. I want to know, what is love.
I think that love is the greatest emotion. Like I just truly believe in the power of love. And I kind of echo a lot of what Shells was saying as far as like you in love when you don't know what's going on. You just in it. Like you just winging it because it's so exhilarating. It's so freeing. It allows you, like, true love allows you to have trust, so you dropping all your guards down, so you out here doing stuff you never thought you'd do before. It's definitely, it's one of those things. Everybody has a definition, but it's hard to really explain what it is. You know
Yeah.
what I so that's what, when I hear love, that's what I think about.
No, facts.
That's dope. I mean, that's real. I think Shells, you and I were having a conversation recently about guards. Like using
Yeah.
instead of using the word "I let my guard down," because I used to say that all the time. I let my
Mhm.
guard down. It's like, nah, dog, I'm in love with you. Like, can I?
Yeah.
Like, I kind of have feelings for you. Like, we use.
Yeah.
I mean, so I totally understand that.
No, facts. And I think also too, like, we always want to give love to like a human. Love is it's everywhere. It's in the plants. It's an
Mhm.
energy that literally contributes to survival. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
yeah, like, if you like, there was an old experiment about this rice, right? They had two rice bowls of rice. They put one rice in a one room, another rice in another room. They went into the one room and they told the rice, "Oh, you so beautiful. Look at you. Perfect grains, everything. Oh my God, this is the best rice. When I eat this rice, I'm gonna be so perfect. Oh my goodness. Thank you, rice." Right? Every day they told that rice. The other rice, they said, "Man, you are trash. You are nothing. No one likes you. No one would eat you." Scientifically proven that the other rice that was hated on so much, it spoiled faster.
Wow.
So that is a scientific experiment that really happened. So it's kind of like, when you
wow.
think about love, we always try to attribute it to like a romantic feeling right away, and it's totally deeper than that. Love is like the motivating force in
Mhm.
life.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we wouldn't be here without love. I don't think you
Yeah,
can create. I don't think you can exist without love. So,
nah, you can't.
yeah.
Yeah,
Love that you pointed that out, because it is true, like having a spirit of love and like trying to walk in that path of love. And if you do look at it outside of just that romantic feel, you just appreciate how you treat everything else.
everything.
Like
Yep.
plants, how you treat animals, how, like, just how you treat situations. You know what? Like, I have love in my heart for this situation. I have love in my heart for this space that I'm in. So I want to respect it. Just
Yeah,
someone was here before me, like something except land acknowledgement is, I think, a part of love, right? And like,
yeah.
Yes, that
they're,
Oh,
trying to be able to integrate that. And what, I want to pay homage to the people that were here before me. I'm acknowledging my space here, but also someone's coming here after me. So let me take care of this space and love it and respect it.
wow,
yeah.
that was
That's
so
beautiful.
said, Elle. I think that's so true because it brings this humility into like and can reconnects us back to the truth of like the one truth that nobody can like front on, which is life,
Yeah,
itself, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
Facts.
listen, this is dope. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Well, with that
So,
said, listen, so who do you represent? Who do you represent? Who are you speaking to here when it comes to love?
who do I represent? Oh man, you know what? I think I represent um the traveling student of love.
Oh,
I
The
okay.
traveling student of love, because
Oh,
I think I'm always finding new ways and new avenues of love, and always challenging myself to go back to that space. And not when it's easy, right?
yeah,
At during the times when it's challenging, like, I'm in this space. Like, we're talking about Age of the Aquarius, talking about my birthday coming up as an Aquarius, and like really getting into my feelings and emotions, like, and again, outside of relationship love, just me as a human. Like, what am
yeah,
I doing with my self love, family love? Like, during quarantine, we spend time with family. Like, what am I doing to show love to the family that's here and those that's passed on? Like,
mm,
how am I able to do? So I feel like I'm a traveling student of love. I'm always exploring different ways and checking in and checking self on that, checking ego, checking emotion, you know, checking all those things as it relates to love within myself and outside of myself. So
yeah.
I
so
think I
you're
represent those folks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's beautiful. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I love those folks.
You right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones holding it down for us.
Yeah, them the ones that's
While we
representing
fuck
for
up.
love.
While we out
Yeah.
here fucking up.
Right,
You know,
right.
you can hold it down for us. Okay, I
Yeah.
see you.
Now let me ask you this. Now we all about like, can I ask a question?
Yes, yes.
No, we're all like, oh yeah, love is all this, love is all of that, right? Um, are you comfortable falling in love?
Whew.
Ooh,
You just
this is
go there. You just,
I'm just saying, we just talked about love. It's so bomb. Oh,
ain't
love is.
nobody's around. Nobody's around. Like between us
Do
two.
you feel comfortable falling in love? When it's time to fall in love, do you be like, oh, love is the motivator for I'm a traveling student of love. I'm ready to fall in love. Is that
I travel because I run from it. Didn't
I
that
just want to know. I want to know, yes. Are you comfortable falling in love? Because I
That's
feel
a
like
great question.
yeah.
I
I,
can't wait for all three of us to answer it.
Three. All three of y'all. All three.
yeah.
Yeah, we all gonna answer that one. That's a dope ass question.
Yo,
Right.
okay. I'm not gonna answer it first. Lyric. I
Yeah,
mean,
go for it.
what's up, Liquid?
I'll go at
Liquid,
Uzo first. Oh man. Okay. Um yeah, falling in love has always been a challenge for me. I mean, since childhood into adulthood. And it's the trust issues. I have trust issues.
Mhm.
I really do, and I think like I had to say that out loud to be able to work through it.
Yeah.
And not only trust issues with other people, with myself too. Like, am I making the right decision? Am I like, one of those people that's always like in their head, like
Mhm.
second guessing anything, like any and everything. Like, oh, is this okay? Is that okay? How would this be in this situation? Is this person here for this purpose? Will we work out together? It's like just go on the
Yeah.
first date, like,
Y'all haven't even went out yet.
okay, like just go on a date, and
Yeah.
it's like I wish I could like, you know, be like hover above like the 18, 17, 18-year-old, 20-year-old me, like just chill, calm down, just gonna take a breath and
Go
try
on
and
that
see. Go on a date. Like
Just go on the date.
you
Just
have to
text back and it'll
just
be okay.
text back, respond first. First. But yeah. So I'm one of those people like in that traveling journey, I'm still trying to get to that space too of being able to, I guess, more easily and freely fall in love. And
Right.
fall
So
in love like with, again, and this is outside, just a person, just in general, like that commitment. I struggled with commitment issues,
oh, okay.
Mhm.
and
Okay.
not even
Okay.
like as far as infidelity, like
Yeah, 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 yeah. We get it. Yeah.
like it's
That's
okay to
interesting.
all in here, and not second guess it. Fear.
That's
Question. Same question, Shell. You wanna answer that?
oh, you gonna
Come on.
just take
Oh,
it the heat
since
off of
you
you?
asked it, maybe I'll go next.
Yes.
Okay. Can you ask it again? Thank you, so that we can remember what the question was.
Are you comfortable falling in love?
I just got comfortable 2 days ago. I
Not the
no,
two
no,
days ago.
no. Like I was in a 10-year relationship, and I
Right, right.
just got comfortable with falling in love. Like
No facts.
I
Yeah.
kid you not. Like I didn't even know. I didn't even know that I wasn't comfortable.
Right.
Like I just was like, what is happening? Why am I not happy?
Right.
What's happening? So I literally, it used to make me uncomfortable to say the word relationship. Like I used
Mm.
to physically feel uncomfortable. I had anxiety around it, but I was in a relationship for 10 years.
Right.
And you wonder why it didn't work out.
Right. You couldn't even say what it was. I'm in this
And
thing.
this thing,
I got
but
a thing.
on some real shit, like my
Right.
fears were so dominant. Like my fears were so active, and so my anxiety around trusting someone else to actually be able to take care of me, to be
Hmm.
able to like nurture me without because I've spent most of my life doing it for myself. So like you have to intentionally create space for someone to share life with you, and I didn't know how to do that until recently. until my 10-year relationship broke open, and having to do the healing, go through the healing process, and also and be really honest with myself about what my fears are and identifying them and really facing myself. Like now I'm comfortable as fuck. Like I love falling. I love being in love. But I
Mm.
think it was me becoming aware that I wasn't, my actions didn't match my thought process, right?
Right, right.
So I had to become self-aware on that level. So becoming aware of myself and how I showed up and seeing myself, and how I showed up in relationships really helped me get comfortable with
Mm.
actually, being able to attract someone that I can trust
Mm.
and I want to make space for. Like I want
Right.
to make space for someone I care about. You know what I mean? So
That's
yeah,
good.
I
Yeah.
just got comfortable 2 days ago.
2 days ago, you're comfortable now. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
like
glad we didn't ask this last week
for
because
real.
it would have been enough for you.
Straight up, straight up. What about you?
What
So
about
you're
you?
comfortable
Am I
falling in
comfortable?
love.
You know, I'm not comfortable, but I'm confident. Like
Interesting.
I'll do it. But I'll fall in love all the time. Like oh yeah, let's do it. I love you. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm confidently falling in love, but I am not comfortable at all in
Wow.
those spaces. Because now I am. Now I'm getting comfortable being able to articulate what I need to feel love, right? So that I can be comfortable being in love with you. Because it's kind of in a relationship, love is like a call and response type thing. Like, hey, I need this. And if you show up for that, great. I'm gonna love you. It creates more love, right?
Hmm.
Um, so if you don't know what to call out, you're gonna be sitting there expecting somebody to love you the way you want to be loved, and you're never gonna get that because they don't know what you want, right? Or what you need. So now I'm super comfortable in the fact that I know myself a little bit better. A lot of this fear comes with you not even knowing yourself. Um, and trust issues come with you not trusting yourself, not other people.
Yeah.
To protect yourself and to love yourself through those hard times and to make correct decisions. So now, through I have an amazing life coach that I can talk to all the time. So through that, and then other sacred therapies like Reiki, meditating. You have to put in work though. Like you're not gonna be just you're gonna be confident, but you won't be comfortable if
You're
you
going to
don't.
have many relationships.
Yeah, you're gonna be in there. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm bagging females left and right. This is nothing. Like I got hoes. This I'm good. I can fall in love tomorrow, right? But you're gonna be uncomfortable if you don't do the work.
Like, this is a mini
So
therapy session for me right now. Like, y'all are like both dropping gems. I'm like, oh yeah, make space, trust yourself.
trust
Like, yeah,
yourself, man.
like yeah, yeah. I needed to hear this, by the way, today.
Yeah, so now I know, like and I'm not afraid, right? Because it's all that fear, the fear of saying what you want to your partner. That was my biggest thing of being afraid that somebody who has already expressed interest in me is going to somehow just run away because I say, hey, I like this or I
Right.
want this.
Right.
Yeah,
But that's real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's real. That's real. Okay. All right. Well, that was a great question, Shells. Thank you for that. That was amazing. I
yeah.
feel like I'm more in my body after I
Yeah.
answered that. I got more comfortable with love.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I want. I want us to be comfortable with that.
I'm more comfortable. I'm like, yes, I want
Yeah.
more love. Let's bring it in.
Yeah. It's the comfort for me. It's the comfort for me. I'm tired of all of this uncomfortable love. I'm sick of
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
I know people's nervous system must be shot. Like,
Niggas' nervous system is done. We don't even have nerves no more. We are out here not even feeling nothing no more. Like
just numb
just numb. Just
Numb
don't
it
feel
all.
nothing.
Numb.
Cause numb nervous system on flight or flight all the time.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
I mean, listen, I
Yeah.
feel that. So right now we want to transition into the next question that we want
Okay.
to answer. Are y'all ready for that?
I guess I'm ready.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I want to know what is love that shows up? What does that look like? like love that shows up. What do you think that love that shows up looks like?
Mm. What I feel like the love that I want to show up is going to be a reflection of what's inside of me. So
Mhm.
if something shows up and it's not, if it's toxic, then that's reflecting a lack of love inside of me. So
Mhm.
when I see people show up for me, I have a sophisticated support system right now. Yeah, my support system is sophisticated as fuck, right?
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated ass people are in my circle right now.
Okay.
So that's love for me. When I have people that show up for me time and time again, because I'm putting in the work to show up for myself, right? So that's what love looks like to me when it shows up. It looks like, good job, you're doing something right because here I am.
I mean, but like, what is one thing that you can say, like you being with that you would notice in your lover, right? That they
Mhm.
would do that you would feel like, okay, they're showing up for me. Like, like, because it's
Oh,
so
oh, I
hard for
see.
us to ask for help. It's hard for us to ask for things from people, right?
Yeah.
And we have intimate partners and we're sharing our lives together.
Mm.
And it's like I used to say, have not have any expectations of people. Then I learned that you do have there are
Yeah, you need to have one or two.
I learned that you can't just not have any expectations because then you're by yourself in the relationship.
Right.
So, but there are such things as healthy expectations, and
Mhm.
like so. But like, what would you say though when someone? What do you like get happy and giggly about that a partner that would do that you're like, look at them showing up for me. Look at my boo.
Okay.
Look at
I
ain't she
was
cute?
I was literally just talking about this and my new thing that I love is change behavior after conflict. Because I'm not worried about all of that sweet, that performative love that we do. I'm not worried about that. That's gonna show up. The flirting and all of that, like all that surface stuff, that's gonna show up. But how you are after conflict, like the change behavior for me is love. If I express to you an argument, and now I realize I can give space for if we have an argument or we're talking, it's conflict and it doesn't seem like you hear me in that space, I can now give space for that if you show up later with change behavior.
Mhm.
Like, okay, you might not have heard me then, but you're acting differently. So clearly you have sat with that and you want to show up better. So that's love for me.
Okay. All right. So if you notice that your partner is putting the work in to
Hmm.
want to show up differently for
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah.
their effort is what you notice.
Yeah. I need different arguments. Like I don't want to be arguing about. I don't want us to master no arguments. You feel me? Like we argue about the same shit so much. It's a script. I don't like that. Like
Right.
I understand there's gonna be conflict, and I appreciate different conflicts because I get to know you more. Like, oh, okay, this is what you don't like. Oh, okay. If I don't feed you, you're crazy. Like I need like I like that different. I love different conflicts. I welcome them actually. But if we're doing the same thing over and over again, I believe the dictionary said that's insanity. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely is.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna go with the dictionary on that one. Yeah, just kidding.
The
Uh,
worldwide definition.
right, right, right. Liquid, I want to take it to you. What is love that shows up? What does that look like for you?
I can identify with some of the things that Shells was saying as far as like, you know, uh, going through those conflicts, but having the resolution side of it, like seeing that
Mm-hmm.
change behavior, I think that is definitely showing up. And it's hard because it's like there's like a point of accountability in there, and sometimes a compromise on both sides. But it's one that shows we gonna work through this together. We're a team. We're in this, together. So I identify with that a lot. And even outside of that, what Jason that I'd say is I work well with a partner that can equally uh, praise, but equally criticize. Not even criticize, but find points of improvements.
Mm.
For like, I love when um, like I'm able to be with someone that can help me become a better person like I want to actively become a better person, but also looking at things that I might not notice about myself. Sometimes I
Yeah.
can through, but I need someone to call me on my shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Call me on my shit. And I know, and if we're together, then I know it's from a place of love. It's from a place
Yeah.
of, you know, I want us to both be at our 100% so we can be at 100% together.
Yeah.
So I think that's like showing up for me. I think that's really important. And I want to do the same with my part. Like I want both of us to be our best selves for ourselves so we can be our best selves for each other. You
Yeah,
know,
so you're like looking for a cheerleader, someone who's your cheerleader. I mean, but not like in a negative way, but someone who's rooting for you. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
and if you're rooting for someone, you're like, no, I don't think that, let's not go that direction.
Yeah.
This would be, but also allows you space to like, to decide what you want to do with your life, but like roots for you,
absolutely.
Yeah.
for your success.
That's beautiful, Liquid, because I feel like most people don't want to be accountable. So for you to say that's love, for you to hold me accountable and show me where I can improve and show up better, I think that is another level of love that should be appreciated.
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's lit.
Yeah.
Now you gonna make me put that on my. I need somebody that wants to be held accountable.
No,
Like,
seriously though.
no, for real. I like that.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Liquor. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, it's true because I mean, like, like I also came out of a 10-year relationship, and like, going into that relationship, we were totally different people coming out of that relationship. And I don't know if that's because whoever we grew into just wasn't accountable, compatible together, but we definitely held each other accountable through that journey for us to become, who we needed to be to go on to our next step. And yeah, I think it speaks to channeling of not only higher self but your higher togetherness, and
Mm.
your higher togetherness, and that's just like a work.
Show your face. Like, if I could clap louder, I would.
you know Different levels
Yo.
of love, and yeah, that's what I
The
would hope.
togetherness for me. Yeah.
I mean, no, that's dope. That's great because I think for me, that's one of my biggest ways of love that shows up. You want to root for me and also hold me accountable to my shit. Like
Yeah.
if I'm fucking up, let me know. If I'm sliding off, because nothing like distresses me more than when people question my motives, right? Because
Mm.
I always have the right intentions.
Mhm.
You know
Mhm.
what I mean? To start off. So if I'm not aware of something, if I'm moving in a way that's unhealthy, it's because I'm unaware of it. It's not. So hold me accountable, make me aware of myself, and I will, of course, behaviors are patterns that have to be reprogrammed, right? So you give me space to clean up my shit,
Yeah.
but do understand that I am aware now. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I show up differently. So
Mm.
holding me accountable to my shit, I think, yeah, for sure, that's on the top of my list
Mm.
for love that shows up for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I
You
like
like that?
that.
You
And
like
what about I wanted to bring up another point too. I also like partners that initiate intimacy. I'm not
that?
even talking about just sexually. Like, I don't want to be the only one trying to get to know you and like have like moments with you, and you know what I'm saying? I need somebody else to be like, "Hey, can we talk? Can you want to check in? Can we do something?" Like I do see that is very important. But it's all about effort for me. Everything I see like comes down to effort for me.
Okay.
And when I just said that out loud, I'm like, yeah, it's just effort.
I mean, that's great. The more we identify the things we prefer, the
Yeah,
more we are able to become aware of ourselves so that we can show up better, or at least different or in a more healthy way, whichever
yeah,
works for you best, that makes
yeah,
you feel that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that goes to the work on both sides, right?
It
Like
does.
when you're able to initiate, it's like, yeah, I can do this thing, but it's great when your partner's like meeting you there too, like, hey, do you want to continue what we were discussing before, or
Yeah.
like
Right.
just showing like I'm here too in
And
this.
I'm excited to be here, and I want to learn like that. For
Mhm.
me, the intimacy, like intimacy, for me is
Mhm.
like talking and being vulnerable with each other. And if it's like uh, I'm the only one that wants to talk, then I feel like I'm the only one that wants to really get to the root of the relationship.
Mhm.
And that usually fizzles out because then you'd be like, I'm done talking. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
when people usually be like, I'm done. I'm tired of talking to you. Like that's when those relationships break. I'm tired of talking to you about this shit. You're not listening. Because I'm the only one talking. You feel me? So
Yeah. I mean, also like talking, being vulnerable is something that everyone shows differently, right? Like, 'cause some people may be comfortable with talking. Some
right.
people may not know how to communicate.
Mm,
May not be comfortable or used to actually using their words to describe how they're feeling
right.
because they're not used, they haven't been taught how to do that. So
Yeah.
it's like, I, for me, I'm the same way. I love to talk. I love to have conversations because I want to get to know you. And I feel
Yeah.
through words it's so intimate. This is how, because we're recording every time someone's speaking, we're
Yeah.
recording, and like those words are doing their own thing in the background. So if you show up, and I think Liquid said it too, which is like, if we had a conversation and you come back and actually say something and bring it back up, it's so loving. It just
It
feels
is. It
warm.
feel good.
Isn't it nice to
It do.
feel like, because you feel held? You're like, oh, she was
Mm. Oh, you
Yeah.
heard me when I said that? Oh, okay.
so cute. Thank
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think I deviated from the point I was trying to make. But a lot of people are not comfortable speaking up, and because they don't know how to. So it's also really important to maybe ask questions like, "Are you comfortable having conversations? Are you
Ooh.
comfortable being,
Mm.
being vulnerable? Are you comfortable?" Because this also we get to know. Because a lot of times we assume, and if somebody is not communicative, we're just like, "Oh, she don't want to talk to me."
Yo, I
Yeah.
hella be assuming. You right.
You know?
You right. You right. You
Hit
right.
the
You
nail on the
right.
head.
No,
It's
you
so
right.
true.
No, because I never even thought about like you're with somebody and they're not talkative. They're you have to pull it out of them, and you don't even think to ask them like, are you good at communicating? Like,
Do you like it? Are you
do
comfortable?
you? Is this your form of communication? Would you like to write letters?
You hit
Would
the
you?
nail on the head. Is this your form of? I do remember having a partner that it was just better for us to write things.
Wow.
That's a real thing.
Just write things.
Everybody's form
You
of
know?
communication is not to talk. You have
It's
to
not.
allow space for that. It might be in
Action.
actions, and you gotta open your eyes and pay attention. And it might be, like you said, through letter writing or find out. But that goes back to talking to your partner and finding out who are you. How the fuck do you want me to love you? Like
Like, for real. You want
like
me to
Love you.
how do you want me to love you? I
how do
mean,
you want me to
come
love
on.
you? Like how do
Mhm.
you want this love? Cause I'm gonna give it to you the way I want to give it to you, or you
Right.
can tell me how you like it.
I mean, which also brings everything circles back to self-love.
It does.
Self-love, you're not able to really identify what your preferences are.
Yeah.
Because how can I come to you to ask you, in order
Yeah.
for me to be able to feel comfortable enough and confident enough to ask you about what your preferences are, I have to know that my preferences are valuable. Like, I
Exactly.
have to know that I have value, first of all, that I can even ask that question, that my preferences matter. You know what I mean? Before I can be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, so what about your preferences? What
Mhm.
Right.
do you like to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it always
No
goes back
facts.
to self-love. So I truly believe, before we can even talk about being in relationships, not to go and break up with yourself, with people, because you don't feel like you have self-love, but like to really start cultivating that, so that the current relationships that you have can evolve and can
Yes.
grow and can
Yes.
become more healthy, can
Yes.
become more expansive, and be
Mm-hmm.
able to like make more space for your personal evolution, which is the whole point, isn't it?
Definitely. That's why I'm on the detox right now, right? I was observing how I showed up in my last relationship and how I was just trying to make it healthy, right? All I wanted was a healthy relationship with this person. And I went back and I looked about how I showed up in unhealthy ways and my thought process and all these things. So it was like, let me work on me real quick and detox like all of this stuff out of me, the way I think. the way my trauma responses, right? I'm still traumatized. Let me not take that out on them. Let me work on that somewhere else. You know what I mean? So it does. You're right. It has everything to do with self love. But I didn't even understand that. I didn't even know that was a thing until I started doing the work for myself. I didn't even. I would get into relationships without even a thought. I would just I would just date people because they was interested. You know what I'm saying? Like not
Yo,
even thinking about anything.
That's real.
that's
You
real.
just follow the impulse. You follow that thing that says, "Hey, I'm attracted to this person. Let's
Yeah.
do this. This is a good idea."
This
No,
feels good right now in this moment. Let's do it.
Yeah. You said you like me? Oh, I like to hear that. Let's do it. like
but you heard what you said. You didn't even say, "Oh, I like you too."
I
You said, "Hey,"
right.
you know,
No, because that's the real thing. Like that's the real thing.
because
It's
who
not that
knows? Do you even like the person?
I
Who
don't even
knows?
know. But I like that you said that. So I'm gonna go with you.
No, for real, for real. Wow,
So yeah.
that was
Yeah.
dope. Listen, thanks. That was those were like, yeah. I keep feeling more and more in my body the more we talk. So I'm liking this a lot.
Good.
I think it's time for us to like introduce some artists, our feature for the day. Liquid, if you want to take the mic and like do the intro, we greatly appreciate it.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'm excited for our feature artist for today. We have Natalia Malone. She is out of Harlem, and she is a wonderful R&B singer. I'm gonna cue her up. Her song "Fool." We'll play first. We'll do a little snippet again. If you like the artist, please check them out and hear the whole full song. She is on Spotify, iTunes, all the good stuff. Natalia Malone.
I decided
Hey,
to not care anymore. I decided,
yeah,
oh, this drama's such a bore. I decided, I won't love you anymore.
Yes.
I
So
yeah.
y'all please check her out. She's super dope. That's her first
That's
we're gonna share
fire.
today.
She came in with the
Natalia
funk.
Malone with the
That
funk
was dope.
vibration.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was like, meh, meh, meh. Oh, I need to smoke a cigarette when this song come on.
Right, right. It's like you know, it's she's singing it in a bar in Harlem
yeah.
where it's summer night. It's like July. You know, it's hot as fuck in there, and the doors are like, and the wind keeps, whoosh, and she's like,
Yes.
"I
I decided.
Listen.
decided."
Shout out to that song, man.
You know?
Uh,
No, but
Real
that was
talk.
fire. You know that shit was fire. I
That was
miss Harlem,
fire.
man. I mean, it's been a long time. I haven't lived in Harlem in so long.
Oh, I love Harlem. That's like
It's
my
so good.
favorite that's my favorite place in New York.
That's where I grew up in my 20s. I was out here in these streets, you know.
That's why you so
that thing
fire.
up there.
Harlem raised you. That's why you fire like that. Harlem
Listen,
raised you.
Harlem raised. I got Harlem in my veins, you know.
Yeah.
There you
But then
go.
That's
I
why.
got to LA and got a little softer.
You got soft. Everything's soft. Nah, you know
You
you
Yeah,
need
can't
that.
get it out of you. It's always in you. Once you in
always.
you, it's
Yeah.
always in you. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I love Harlem. Like my heart beats, to the drums of Harlem. I told.
Same.
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Say I auditioned for Apollo in Harlem.
Did.
wow.
Yep, at the beginning of my career, and I got on. So I went to a breakup, and I just flew out to New York afterwards to go audition for New York. This without even trying to like set up nothing, right? And they were only taking the first 300 people. I stood in line for 5 hours, and my number was I want to say 286. Almost didn't
Wow.
even get in there.
Wow. But
Did
Yep,
you
that.
did.
I
But you
got in there.
did.
I got in there.
You
You,
I got booed, but it was
you
like the
So
biggest
you made
honor.
it.
It was the
made
biggest
it.
honor. Yep.
You made it.
You
So I
went to
love.
your
Performed
pop.
at
Who
the
says
legendary Hello.
wait, didn't Lauren Hill get booed?
She
Lauren Hill
did, but
got
then she recovered in the same thing. I didn't do that. I stuck with my boo, and then I went home. But but the reason I love Harlem is because those people show so much love
they do.
in the line and after I got booed. And it was the most colorful conversations I had ever had.
Wow.
The best style I had ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a whole different vibe. You can't even. It's not even New York to me. It's a whole nother country.
It's a whole different little community nestled right in the top of Upper Manhattan. I love
Yep,
Harlem,
me
dude.
too.
It's there's a heartbeat.
It's
That's
its own
It
thing.
like
It's
it is. It's the
deep. That's
heartbeat of New
what it
York. I
is.
agree.
It's
a
Yep.
heartbeat. Like
heartbeat.
Harlem
Yep.
beats its own fucking difference, different
Yep.
beat. Yeah, yeah,
Whole
Hmm.
vibe.
yeah.
Whole different vibe.
Whole
But
different. Harlem is everything.
Yeah, that's the shit.
It
Okay.
is.
All right. All right. That was dope. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Who took us there? What was her name again? She took us all the way to Harlem. It was
Right,
Natalia,
right.
yeah, shout out to Natalia, and she's a part of the Cipher Artist Collective that we had at the Shrine World Music Venue in Harlem, 134th Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard.
Streets
So,
of my house.
so, yes, that's the vibes. It
I
was
used
like,
to say I was there when Shrine first opened. Like I used to go like
Dang.
from the beginning before when it
Dang.
first opened. And
Dang.
wow, yeah, yeah, landmark.
Landmark,
Landmark.
yes, he held in there. They held in. They held on. After
Yeah.
Shout out
night,
Dell,
late nights.
all of yes, everybody.
That's
Good folks, man.
that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's awesome. Well, thank y'all so much. That was dope. That was dope. So I want to go over to the last question that we have for today,
All
and
right.
then we'll wrap it up for today. So I want to go to you, Elle, first. I want to know to be in a relationship or not to be in a relationship.
Ooh,
Mm.
that is a there's layers to that question. There's layers to my answer, I should say. I am a person I prefer to be in a relationship.
Mm.
I just operate. I'm better if I'm.
Hmm.
I don't think I'm a. I'm and to be honest, I think I'm probably serial monogamous. If that's-
Me
I've
too.
heard a couple people use this term before, but it's like I for the past 11, 12 years, like I've gotten out of one relationship, got right into another, and like you
Oh,
know, and it's one of those things where it's like at some point it's like okay, I probably should be taking some time for myself to like decompress and heal and be able to be fully whole in something else instead of working my stuff out while I'm in another space. That's a whole nother podcast.
right, right.
I'm not gonna go on that tangent there, go too far into this rabbit hole. But I will say I prefer being in a relationship. I've never been, and it's crazy because like as art, like we're all artists, we're creatives, so people naturally think like you out here dating and doing everything. People would say crazy stuff to me. Like being a DJ. People do come up to you often, and it's a very you get to interact and meet with a lot of people. But I'm one of those people. I want to go home to one person. Like I'm not trying to go home with different people every night, and not that it's nothing anything wrong with that lifestyle. I think that whoever you are, whoever you're open to be, if you are polyamorous or and I mean like a true polyamorous, not just out here
Right,
hoeing.
right. Oh, we got an episode for that. That's
That's
next week.
another
We're gonna talk
episode.
about that. But there was a
So
difference.
I
it's
got
a
some
difference.
stuff
There
to
was
say
a
about poly
difference.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Between the two. Like some people like, you not poly, you just a hoe. You need to call it.
Yeah,
And
you just let's be real. You're not being
Real
you're
shit.
not poly. You
Like,
just out
right. Call
here.
it
You
what it
to the
is.
streets is what you are.
yeah,
Again, like
yeah. But to answer your question, like I prefer being in a relationship. Like that just works for me. And yeah, and I don't know. I've never. I don't. I won't say what type of relationship. I think different types of relationship work for each person. Like I've never tried an open relationship actively. So the relationship that I know that works was just me. Oh, that's
man, I'm like, don't do it.
It was all like
boom. We're gonna
Joke.
put a pin in it. All right, and then
table it.
we'll table that one. But yeah, quick answer to that: relationship for me. What about y'all?
Relationship for me.
Right,
Oh
right. Yeah, yeah. We got a lot of topics for next week. We're gonna tackle
yeah.
that.
Next week
It's
is a
poly. It's we go in there
yeah,
because we need to differentiate because there is a difference.
yeah.
Anyway, I think I may have some personal feelings.
Yeah, it's true. You might be
I,
triggered
I
a little
think I
bit.
may need a session after this.
Yes.
just so I can realign to be
Me
able to
too.
show up right now,
Yeah.
Anyway, Shells, I would like to know to be in a relationship or not to be in one.
Absolutely. Give me the relationship.
All right.
Um, Only because, and see, here we go again. I'm more of a umbrella thinker, right? My relationship to everything is important, right? I choose relationships because I have no choice but to have relationships if you're alive. Like you cannot not choose relationships, right? How you define what a relationship is up to you. But I am down for relationships. I am. I'm like I'm the fear is leaving me. Um and right, and I know how to manage relationships now. I know how to accept and provide space for things that I didn't know was coming up in relationships. And that's for friends, family, pets, earth, food,
Money.
money. No, my
Well,
relationship
that's table it.
that's a
Table
different relationship
it.
that I need to work on. But so yes, give me the relationship. And romantically, I do. I love being in relationships. I don't have a problem with that. But also my relationship with myself is so fire that I don't have to be with nobody,
Ooh.
because I am like really fun by myself. I know how to
Talk
do all
about
type of things.
self love. Preach it.
Yeah.
Preach it.
So I'm excited about relationships because I'm cocky now. I want to show up and they're like, let me show you what I'm working with. Like, look at all this self love. I'm ready to be in a
Look at
relationship.
all this self-love.
You know what I'm
Come get
saying?
all this self
Come
love.
get this. I'm about to love the fuck out of you. You about to be happy as shit. Come here, girl. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So yeah,
Yes. Somebody
relationship for me.
give Shelly a mic and talk to people and tell them all how life is out here.
You feel me?
You
You feel
know?
me?
No, that's dope. That's beautiful. I'm glad. For me, I think yes, yes, yes. To be in relationships or not
Yeah.
to be. For me, it's definitely yes because I've I've thought for a long time that I was moving or showing up as someone who really wanted to be in relationships. And
Hmm.
now that I'm aware that I wasn't, I'm excited to be in a relationship now.
Oh
You know
yay!
what I mean? Like because I really love being intimate with someone.
Me too. Yeah.
I love the capacity to share. Like sharing my life is such a privilege to love someone,
It
to share
is.
life with someone
Yeah.
and to like love someone else and have them love you and you be able to like sort of build something that I never understood why people wanted to have kids before. I understand that now because you want to create, because I love myself so much more now, but from a really healthy place, and I show up for myself a lot more in a much healthier place. So acknowledging all these things, I want to be in a relationship. I want to share my life with someone, and I want to build, and I want to grow, and I think that for me, I've gone. I'm still table that poly shit for next.
Right. Yes.
We're
We
gonna get
going
into that.
I can't wait till
There are
next week.
many components
Yeah, I'm
to
looking forward to that one.
for the next episode. But for me, to answer the question straight up, yes, I am I am. I love being in relationships. I think
Yeah.
that uh, I'm in it for the privilege to share my life with someone else and to grow and become bigger. So yes,
It's the privilege for me. Like it's the privilege for me.
I mean, but
Like,
can you imagine someone else saying, "Yes, I choose you to
oh,
share my life with you. Yes, I choose you to
oh,
like to, you know what I mean? Come here, let me hold you. Let me
oh.
your pain. Let me, and you do the same for the other person.
That's
And it's a, you got tears in your,
yeah. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't realize how much I needed to hear that until
but
right
it
now.
is a beautiful thing. And I think that I spent a lot of my life and time pretending like I didn't like that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretending like, nah, yeah, it's cool. But,
Mhm.
no, but
Mhm.
it's such a privilege and I'm for it. I say yes to relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes
Yeah.
to relationships.
Yes
Yes
to
to love.
relationships. Yes.
Yes to
So,
love. Because this is the what is love podcast. We
Hey.
tapping it. We tapping
Tap 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 in.
it. Hey. Yes. Oh, look at get
That's
Hey, go.
after party.
Okay,
That's after party.
go, DJ.
go ahead. Go DJ.
Go,
That's my DJ. Go
that's
DJ. Go DJ.
hey,
Drip on us.
hey, hey. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for that. I think that do we have another song coming up that you wanna?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
indeed. So we're gonna have one more from Natalia Malone. Uh,
Okay.
this is gonna take. She just released this single. Sorry, Caloria. Oh, I'm gonna say this wrong. I'm butchering it. I'm sorry. Calor y Corino, I believe.
That sound right.
Did I say it right?
That sounded right to
It
me.
says it in the song, so we can hear it there as well. But definitely check her out. Check out NataliaMalone.com. And this is the song we'll go off to, her latest single.
Ponga nombre a lo que anhelo. Amanecer, amanecer en brazos de esa mujer. Esa mujer, esa mujer, esa mujer, esa mujer, esa mujer, esa mujer. Me da calor y cariño, me da calor, calor y cariño, quiero calor y cariño, me da calor, calor y cariño, un abrazo bien dado,
Yeah.
un beso bien
So y'all
dado.
please check out our featured artist for this week, Natalia Malone.
She brought that heat. She brought the heat. I fuck with it. She brought the heat.
Did
You
we?
got that bilingual in there. You got that you know la mujer. You know.
Yeah, that's women,
You said
right?
that mujer, the woman. You
Yeah, the
know.
woman. I knew that.
You
I
knew
know me
that.
some
You knew
mujeres. I know
that.
me some mujeres. You know what I'm saying? I might not know Spanish, but I know them mujeres
Ah,
There you go.
yeah, dope, dope. So yeah, thank you so much for that. That was dope. That was dope. So I want to wrap it up for today. But
Yeah.
before we go, I want to say follow us and follow our YouTube page, What Is Love Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, What Is Love Official What Is Love Podcast page. Also follow me, Uzo Many. Just follow everybody.
Follow
And then
everybody.
Shelly, tell them where they can find.
Follow me on IG at Shelly Shells IG. That's CHELLEY. Shelly Shells IG. And also follow Let's Talk Radio because we back
Come
and
on.
better than ever.
I mean, come on. And
Come on.
Liquid. Tell them.
Yeah, you could hit me up. Follow me at Liquid on IG, LIKWID. Or you can check out my blog, Diary of a Mad Black DJ, IamLiquid.com. If blogging and journaling is still your thing. I don't know if the kids are still doing that. And hit me up in Clubhouse too. I'm under the government. Fabian Mickens, hit me up.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, dope, dope, dope. Yes, for sure. Definitely check us out. What is Love podcast will be coming to you with episodes, and it's gonna be fun each and every time. Before we go out, I would like to just say, as far as love is concerned, for me, I think that regardless of what your interpretation of what love is, that if you add grace and compassion to yourself and other people, I think that it creates room to be able to work through a lot of different things that that we need to work through in relationships with ourselves and other people. So until next time, take care. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hey.
Hey.
Tip it. Okay, we hit it now. We hit it now. Thank y'all.